challenging and pointless to not sure where I started in my mind a moment ago. Intellectual of circumstances of one. If stalking nCrOcSaeynxz clutter fucking retard demented filth feel challenged and really fucking danger paranoid about some guy who's chilled out and he's at peace, tranquil, harmonious in his own skin and developing. If they feel like that is some kind of criminal activity, then what is the contraspection of intellectual intellectual to explain why would I do that to a junkie fucking retard? Who's to blame? Who's to blame except okay. One point was is that it? That was his name. Should I show the other one just for dramatic? Feral Peril. From now, there's an athletics club you joined in 2006. Late 2005, 2006. Okay. And the National Underage Championships is... So I wanted to start this video maybe with two age groups. You got a personal best, PB, in triple jump, hop, step and jump. 14 meters, 85. I don't know how many feet that is, which is kind of, it's alright for a 16-year-old, 17. Is that the end of the year? 17, I assume. I don't really care. That's alright for a 17-year-old. Like in some regions, you'd be sort of like struggling for a medal. Some years, underage, it's like, there's a... Like, cause I went back in 2006, and within a few weeks, it's like, I'm sort of, I was back to around that standard when I was young, because I was saying university was actually a nationals unrelated to university, that I was doing some idiotic warm-up drills, did what I thought would be a good long jump, and snapped my hamstring. So, and it was a couple of weeks later, it was the either nationals or I can't remember. The university, I was off my face the whole time. I was like engulfed and mesmerised by academics, which at some point a few months ago, say 9 months ago, being engulfed and inclined for academia, whether or not is actually the case, subrectal, coincidentally, the worst, according to a psychromic climate clutty club, the worst form of freelancia. But to juxtapose an academic is actually feeble-minded and mentally disturbed. They might be a little mentally disturbed, especially when you get to 3rd and a half year at some universities where they ping wobble ya, where it's like they may or may not really be inclined to think that is fucking obnoxious, professor. You're fucking with my head and I love it. But at the same time I love it, I'm kind of scooping up under the garage wheels. I'm not sure where this shit's coming from. I'm starting to rant philosophical messages, and I think I'm going to ace my lecture, but there's some corporation over there and I'm on Hex. You're giving me 3 scholarships, but I'm not allowed to know about them because I'm on the government-funded ones. Oh no, the government's taking all your scholarships just in case any academics come out with some kind of merit to move forward, and it's like, proceed, Your Honour. But saying about the name, okay, that was his legal name. At a point in 2015, if I had an objection saying, right now, not as this is absurd. When up 2015, it was sort of like, well, technically it is absurd because apparently the law enforcement agents had a corpse in the mall that fit my description, and whether or not they're inclined to be aware of that from other 5 or more records of finding his corpse and some weird shit which he could possibly be prosecuted for, or assassinating, freaking out the guy that assassinated him. It's like, we'll help you out, man, because he's a noxious clerk that didn't stay dead, and he freaked you out, so we'll lock him up. See if we can finish him off with that's right. It's fraud. It's fraud. He's not who he claims to be. We're not sure yet. We're going to shut up, move on, and just forget about it and let him find his own way. He might go into the wilderness somewhere, or he might chill out in the wilderness. Oh no! The grimy, climby, bloody, slandering, slandering, climber claws. Oh, they might have trouble stalking and pissing him off. But do you think he'd be less meritful in rip rant and mortifying your wrath for his squat-louse forever if he's really pissed off? So it gives some interjection up in the barrel. Oh, you're right, mate. Oh, yeah. Cheering claw-house. The point was, 2015 said, please, may refrain from gesturing that name, because there are other names that are more relevant. Before he's incarcerated, he found out his real name and his real identity, and a little help from a stranger that sort of like Edmund Sherman's sort of thing, apparently. Yeah, he's found out a lot about himself. It's like, actually, I had all that delusional shit about the isotopes of his biological makeup associated to other distinct beings, genres. And I was having a little joke in my mind about emu versus an ostrich, and I have a picture in my mind. Emus gallivanting, like running, seeing, like, if you forgive me, like maybe like running pointlessly, rather very like running that way. I can see an egg for some reason, but that's my type of run. An emu, it's like, from what I know, the emu's sitting on the ground. He's got black feathers, white, and rather. Do I have any? I've stopped finding. Oh no, I found some more. Like stuff that looks like emu feathers around the place, but they're a bit smaller. So, emus are like, it's kind of bigger than us, but yeah. Sometimes I have that. Possibly an infringement. Where's that guy? Oh, so I'm a bit confused because has the some of the I don't know. I can't really bother. It's another video. Yeah, I don't really care. Some of them have patterns a little bit like that. So is that a it's a bird of prey, a hawk or a falcon? They're just fucking desperate. It's apparently a criminal offence if you've already been convicted of a crime in lieu of finding the right kind of circumstances to prove it in advance of it ever being even at all rational or relevant, other than word of a junkie, fucking demented, cluttered, fucking contradictory, filled hypocrite retard, including the military surveillance and all your fucking shit to fuck with his head. So, and speaking of such matters, but I said, so 2002, I said, please, may you refrain from gesturing me as that name. And they really fucking revved it up. And there's a fucking cloud over there that she reckons that's going to fucking get him and destroy him by really fucking chanting at that name. And it's like, you can tell the difference. Because right then, if I have made a mistake, forgive me, Your Honour, and ever saying, please do not use that name, there are other names that are more appropriate. Right now, if I have to say a little bit more, it's been through circumstances recently that I found out that name is inappropriate. 2015, 2017, 2018. It's like, how do I change my name without having to reference the association to what you fucking filth that made that? And my address, your nUnkrOcSaeynxz. But you already know his address. Oh, he's got 53 names now, has he? So you can mind your own fucking business, slap the fucking rack, roll you out. Ow. Okay, we won't gesture about like commentating, describing certain circumstances where you fucking neckle filth you lay on, like you got a gadget, you're hoping to use that as a way or means to fucking either rip him off or drive him mad enough that he won't feel. There's several things laying up, supposedly a vacuum cleaner, similar stuff to the vacuum cleaner that had shit on it, still haven't cleaned it off properly, and the setup with cable and amp. It's like, I was warned, it's like, actually, this is really bad, there's some shit on the handle of that part there, it's got some donkey shit, like boys, like marking interior, piss and fucking filth between their legs. It seems kind of rational. I've got a coffee ready. What shall I leave it going? Okay, I've got to explain that fairly well. I don't really want to have to explain it. And some of it's just maddening. Like, if I went to the bank and I had enough information to say, I'd like to withdraw some money out of my super savers, thanks. And that, forgive me, is a head jargy. And it's like, nah, it's not advisable for you to try and get access to your actual money that you had since you were, that got nifted off you at a certain point, say, before or after you. Dolomite saves. Everyone else had one account. I had a different account. It was a Dolomite save. Was that? Might have made some mistakes. I went to one bank there. Legitimately did have an account. Everyone supposedly, because they would have already been aware. Because before incarceration, 2011, or 10, 9. Well, yeah, there's pretty hostile scenes going into social centre security and saying, hey, I believe I have more entitlements or more money at my disposal. If you may or may not help me check what the value worth of what I've got there, I may or may not be inclined to be allocated my own wealth enough to get out of your face from you trying to fucking junk in my face, which is adamantly going to fucking fuck everyone up immediately, but it went a little bit far, supposedly. Supposedly everyone turns into junky fucking condescending fucking retard. So, by 2015, there were certain intervals it's like, no, I'm not going to tell you my name, because if you repeat that to me, it's going to... Yeah, they already knew my name. The name. The fucking name. And that's all the more reason to say, hey, birth, death, marriage certificate on your ass. Are you going to do what's right and at least find a way that if anyone asks my name, I've got identification that can be checked up on the system that leads to that fucking identity, and that one, and that one. And in light of it matching to that one, and how you've used that to say, fuck you, klutz. It's like, oh, your sovereignty medal. Oh, you're feeling like the heat from the Orca gods. Oh, a pet's kind of getting a bit fucking nasty at you, and it's like you got a sense of this raw immune, and you say that, do ya? Is that the way you work, eh? We already knew you were junkies. Don't let me on to try to dispossess the alter vigulary of how the fuck. Explaining to you, klutz, how you are fucking through all entirety forever. You're going to want to find a way to stripple grapple back somehow, and you're expecting us to do it for you. You don't get a second chance if you're some clut that could have made it. I mean, yeah, fucking junkie slut. We're saying no junkie slut. What's on with me? She's a junkie slut. She's a fucking decrepit retard filth. Why the fuck would we interject and acknowledge they even fucking exist? So the procedure mirror, perhaps. What is it that might possess a kind of merit in accentuating on vocabulary of communicating a fucking pompous outrage on someone's name that you might be able to try and figure out for the future, yeah? Why would I interject and say, hey, there's some kind of indecency, the accumulation of a wretched rucky ducker? It's got to that point where they've accumulated enough data on really smashing at someone contradictory elements to really give them an excuse for trying to find a way to prove some shit pro-Voltakilia. As a 5-year-old, a toddler, is convicted. How? Let's think. Why is this 5-year-old got a criminal record as a fucking human trafficker? Never mind my jokes about him commandeering a police highway vehicle. He's just interested in highway vehicles. He's thinking, you know, if I had a job when I grew up, I wouldn't mind driving a highway patrol vehicle. That's... Are they different, a different base? Or you got some undercovers of dishevelled, twisted clothes, reckon they're in uniform. And it's like, what department are you from? I said, we're in uniform. I said, no, you're not. We're in uniform department. They had guns and shit. Probably lay something in my bag, as well as the regular ones that are going cops that have got some front line with a gun when you're politely sitting on the pavement rolling a butt. You had to get some papers before. It's like 8:55 p.m. and you found it. It's pretty bad. I was getting past it. Now I am past it fully. I don't collect that shit anymore. You hold it against me because it's like, a long time ago I knew it was bad. It doesn't anymore. Yes, fair enough, you might resent it, it'd be shameful that you did that. It's complicated. Especially once you pick one of those up and roll it, it becomes more like... It sort of does. Oh, you're bond fraud, like she's a lawyer, that is engaged with conspiracies to smash up someone's net value or worth or possessions or otherwise. $470 cash in. And especially it's you could be prosecuted if you don't trash your apartment. And they could find a way to really fucking get narky the fact that you kind of chill and doing alright for $450 to $75 worth of shit. He doesn't. Oh, yeah, search warrant, he might be an undercover agent. Oh, what? Okay, well, do you want? Should I see the other one? Is there a difference? No, there's a club when I in 2006 went back to the open, so, and there's a group from South Australia had a coach, and it was like, my Commonwealth Games representative, and another two ones that might be a bit younger that were looking promising, another one that's already from Victoria that drew that coach, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, so there was like, at my standard when in the first year it was like, they marked up the records for that, I think. They didn't include the javelin throw where I snapped an elbow, almost snapped it on the second time. I did it a few months later. It's like, no, I did another one at 48 metres 18 with a regular full size one. And it's like, I'm not going to throw javelin. So, because I had trouble with a few guys throwing it out the park, and it's like, instead of finding an alternative with those ones that won't kind of snap someone's arm in half, throwing it, and then they changed that so it's kind of rigged in a way that if you are going to throw it really massive, you have to get over the fact that it's like you don't have your elbows being smashed for it. It wasn't worth it. Even if you do a couple of tries in training, it's like, no, you're not going to do that. Does it hurdler? Oh man, I won't mention that. Sure. So so that's probably a mistake if say they're supposed being sarcastic in a merit. If they would they? No, I don't know. I might assume they do that, maybe not. 23 minutes. So supposedly it's called all legal disrespect. That is apparently pronounced as Mori. You might want to bring your sun god into it. Runes. Moiren. Warren. Oret. Yeah? Oret, because I'm assuming that name means some trivial luddy-duddy that otherwise might be skirmishing on the fact that hang on, how is it? It's kind of like, it's a stupid fucking name. He might be worth an equivalent here, but his name suggests that he's kind of baffling in a way that you don't really fucking know. But otherwise, if that's the case, calling someone that, if that's the case, if he's baffling and trivially travelling around here when he's actually over here, then that is the worst fucking name you can give him. Fuck you, it's too late now, isn't it? So, we're going to an outro. I don't care what anyone thinks. if you're that far gone and you want to analyse your brain, what's left of it, turn it to mush if it wasn't already from your decal hardening in grows years. Yeah, I know something. I was watching a YouTube clip. Some otherwise terrifying looking women. The one playing the violin. Well, they're terrifying in a bad way. Like I wouldn't want to talk to them. In a way that another girl might be terrifying. In a way that I'll obliviate myself in that moment of saying it, or just did. But I don't know that. So I've got issues. I don't understand how the world works. But I remember, I used to do that quite a lot. I used to kind of have trouble starting somewhere in which I used to poppy bounce the tip of the bow over. And so I remember that. There's a lot of things I don't remember, as well as confining something to actualising something. And I want to try that. So it's one thing, 2.5, 5. It's like, I'm gonna try again. In 27. Not surprised, isn't it? I wish they did. Is that what they're aiming for? Is that what they're aiming for? No, they don't have anything to do with it. It's not baffling. It's stupid. You want prosecuting or say something deranged about him because actually no, the neighbour has nothing to do with the fact that I already knew it was highly probable or likely that the device I was looking for wasn't where I originally looked, and he has nothing to do with the fact I checked it anyway. A slight occurrence of the fact that I might have resonated something substandard in organisation skills, and I thought I already knew that. It had nothing to do with it if I searched for 4.5 minutes more than I did for it. sense that could have almost gone somewhere, but with that, I'm the instrument to express something where the combined factors will lead in that is trivial jargon. Yeah, I agree. That's what you wanna say. I'm a goofball or something not right, not what he claims to be. You might want it, you might not. I mean, maybe some people don't understand when they've got a tape deck and hypothetically someone's accomplished enough to be an instrument in communicating something else that isn't his. He doesn't own music, he doesn't own anything other than being an instrument to half-wittedly be involved in a process of combined factors of several points leading to a next phase which is completely rational and already exists somewhere in the process. Even if it didn't, and even if you missed that, it still may or may not somewhere in Twine's skirt wretches, or whether that's because he's befuddled and something really terrible happened when he was 14. Well, suppose his previous existence, he led 7.5 lives in 3 billion years condensed into 400 as a 5-year-old in 1958 or 9? Does it? I'm just going to double check something. Fucking organise the skills. So what I'm not doing, actually organise the skills after ploy to disengage from disenchantment. Organisational burial skills of what may or may not be inclined to be clean enough. If we can rectify that on clutter fucking snorty glout and everything, you acknowledge the hypochondria. I was like, oh yeah, I hope I don't get another one of those clutches every time I gesture at fucking pair of pants. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to change put a pair of underpants on. So oh yeah, that could be complicated because there's some shit walkie glauky piss shit and termite vankies on your fucking shit you bought for I don't know, 125. Oh yeah, criminal fucking criminality, because wow, oh not so much, I'm being a bit coy now. What? Because it's like, oh no, it's like he got one crystal, we won't mention that, we're still working on cleaning that up, because some of your pagans, spiritual heirlooms smites that hold the proclaimed merit, whether some people aren't allowed to look after and honour and cherish a crystal, and in whichever way they do it is fit. I suppose everyone has their own way of appreciating, honouring that, whether it may look a certain way you find appealing or otherwise. It's like, yeah, some people go into hypothetical big match and handing down quality formulas or shit it ain't, or it almost is, but that's not how we would like it to be, so we can be everything including that, to fuck that off and have no service of merit of joining a circus rage royalties forever in your personal bewilderment of any fucking snatchy royalties you get anyone to it. or like your Divinity, I was saying once at a shop, and it was like, I was realising something, like, I already knew, it's like pagan smell. He's like, you might invent another name for a goddess or divinity. What? I can't remember her name. I mean, I can't remember both names or who it's based on that you didn't like as a pagan, that you changed the name and invented another crochet material that the pagan, looking at that information, thought she was out of supremacy beyond any Reprivoli or faux mount of your swamp ruddy clutter fucking death and wretched romping termite brains forever. But it's like, I may have made a mistake. It's like, oh no, I think if you got a goddess that it's pretty fucking vague if there was any merit in the information they had on that one, and she isn't that one. If you got that one, and it's like, stay away. I don't know how I was calculating. Well, maybe it was, oh, actually, that's, please. Please forgive me or grave and spare us, Mary. It says around. It's like, forgive me, Your Honour, in actually befalling myself in the merit of having some decrumpers viral claudy parasite concept of any in particular. That's not what they stand for. And at the same time, I'm still a little bit old to vigularity over one, but otherwise I'm going to sit with my it's fucking stupid. It's wondering, because I was wondering how to put the pieces together over a long time, any kind of like bafflement of how people pull fraud over music that isn't theirs, that already exists somewhere, or a collaboration of different elements together, creating something that can be audible or received or even transposed onto a device somehow. Some people might use the neck and scrotum of a fairly well acclaimed opera singer they murdered once upon a time. And people might actually wipe bits of their favourite nCrOcSaeynxz bride on your door or otherwise to see if, one, they've got some fucked up shit about their necrophilia and they wipe shit of that on your appliances or shit you buy at a shop, for one, that maybe they're so fucked up, or a guy drives around in a hearse with a half kind of terrifying looking chubby cat, a pusho cat. It's like, is that the idea for I'm to freak out? That is not polite. Oh. It's not hilarious to it. It's like the shit between their legs that stinks. 1 point. Okay. No, that's fucking, you won't mention that. For a minute. The appreciation. Oh, yeah, I was talking about shit like legally purchases something in a shop. One thing that a shopkeeper might give you a discount, which is whether or not it's appreciated or whether or not it goes around. It's like, well, in that case, I'll come back another time, see what you got. or less than that, it's like insist on saying, hey man, you've given me a $20, $10, $15, $9 discount 3 other times. So that's, I'm not sure what to do with that. But there was a silver chain, the shop, because I bought a pendant that was kind of like one crystal where it bereaves enough with the way that shop was set out, which is primarily really dedicated to some strifey crockle fucking shit anyway. But as soon I was advised at one point, somehow, I can't remember how, to say, hey, there's something out that, that's right, because I've got a little, I've got something from that shop. I'll go into, actually, I won't talk about it. It's like one thing, your bag, people are hostile about your bag, shoulder bag. Whereas the shopkeeper's hostile, you bought a nice quality and you're quite thankful that the privilege of stocking items of such good quality they appreciate more than the fact they'll try some conspiracy mega move on it. Everything in it, it's their path forever. They're baffling if they're actually a connotation. Quench. I don't even know, I think I had a dream about what that is, like in one term of, as one fact, or another fact of, well, that name is also associated to something incomprehensibly feeble and muted, and being able to describe how that fucking shit operates without realizing actually that shit needs to ping in on someone else's brain to be able to figure out what the fuck it is. To some extent. That's where I'll start over a pretty girl somewhere as well. But not as a guy, but guys tried to fuck with his head by having him qualitate as some fucking shit over known as Denmark. But it wasn't a guy, it was a concept of something that, if it was so muted, fucking incomprehensibly, infinitely feeble, fucking nothing, and you don't try, you can't. Don't know how along the way they tried to connotate something of that aspect actually exists to the point that is a maybe sounds completely irrational with their hypervisual over the fact that the consequence was that something down the line, tree scale, fucking did commemorate existence, piss him off, where it okay. Should be there somewhere. Another pine. What's it doing all the way over there? I had a dream about that as well. What happened to the cover on that? Why was it right there the whole time? I just had a duh moment because it wasn't that long ago. Moved somewhere. Do good. Well, that helped. How are you doing? Sideways is a bit lucky on the right side. See what happens. This is an experiment. Take a technically that would not concern anyone. Okay, so that's what the fault. This experiment, and should I say an example, is completely unadvantageous, or whether something turfed, disregarded, something in your mind that isn't right. If I mean, ideally, you know, sort of actualise or engage with stuff that is honest and correct. That if you had something squirmishing on what may or may not actually be a dive, and having a klutz really jagging on that, you think something really fucking stupid, feedback loops comes from somewhere. It's like, nah. Don't know why I'm saying that. Like, for a moment, if I was going to be deceptive in such a petty way as a joke, then that's not advisable either. It's stupid. The joke being, now I've said that much, something about pausing the video to cough. No. I think that's what it was, and it reminded me, actually, you're going to want to know about that one. And it's like, no, I don't even know what I was thinking. It's fucking stupid. Thanks. This is an experiment. It's one thing, there's something a bit iffy about how cables can be set up. So I think we've got a point here. If you hear a new song come out that sounds a bit like this, where's the Allen keys? Apparently you can get arrested, you're under suspicion as a terrorist if you buy Allen keys, or they might have some really revolting fucking shit that imply if you buy a set of Allen keys. I'm really a little bit jovial, man, to like finding where my Allen key set is, because there's some here, and to set this guy up properly that's not inclined to be a jazz, fawny, likely ballad trumpy, as best as worst as can be to be set up something it's not, which otherwise, that. So what? Oh, how's that? It smells someone's lighting up a blog Larry like that. It smells a lot like weed, but it's not. Oh, I just feel it. Is that how I set up before the Allen constraint? Does the whole world need to know where I'm wondering, considering where I left my Allen key? Yeah. Military surveillance. So, you go on the radio, you managed to figure out how to reset the clock 0080D because while I was checking for his where he left his Allen key, he realised that something set up that bung open strings really loud, which is actually good. I don't know, if it relates to student models and stuff that might be more challenging to play. I don't know, nah, fuck that. The guitarist issues of the way they stare at people while they're playing. Oh, how have I got? What I'm talking about, if this was set up, the second hand, the previous owner did something in the neck because for whatever reason he found it a bit clunky, like it wouldn't, and he tried to do his own adjustments and stuff. Be offensive to say there's some things that cheat, modularies, It's like, oh, it's an easy way to whammy around on a bass note, like the viola. It's like, it's something they do. It's not all that hard, but it's not cheating. It's just kind of like, oh, I could expand more on that, and people do. Sometimes you can learn someone else's song. It's like, wow, is that how they do it, or is that how's that work? No, yeah, fair enough. I'll drop that shit. That's what I was going to tune. Now I'm finished. 1, 2, 3. Fuck it. Sorry. What I was saying about student guitars, it makes it incomprehensible that if a beginner picks up a higher end guitar, then it will get basically the same, except less money at the end of the day in their bank account. If they're a student one, maybe. Okay, wait. Get a high end guitar from the start as well as a student. But then when you go from a student model to a high end guitar, the guitar might start doing stuff. It's like, oh, okay. Like what I was doing. So they'll do that, like, or it might be set up in a way that. But it's nice. I had an island stream for a long time. It was a student model and a good brand student model, and it was a nasty piece of shit to play, really, but not really. think that might explain it in some respect. A student guitar, if you could learn, if you had some crazy chromatic chord shape like this, if you had student modeling, you could go. On student guitar, when is appropriate, maybe nylon strings and acoustics are more appropriate to students versus high end. But if you had, I think I know what I'm saying. See that tune, I don't know, it's set up wrong. See if a guitar can help me implement and interject on something that isn't possible technically. think I was ripping someone else off there. I don't know who it was. There's a duck next door. Done this, what do you got? Yep. Sorry, Echo Chambers is the duck next door, so I'm going to have to chuck some tunes on because I can still hear. I think there's a duck next door. It's nowhere near as loud as when whatever the speakers in the wall and masturbating and gluinos and fucking shit. Yeah, he's still in the process of what it's a fucking duck. So I don't know what's worse. I mean, just hear what he's verbal minging there either. He's got his anus growing out of his armpit or something. He left the temple, shit like that, and he's talking about it as well. So we're going to have to chuck some tuning on because I understood it like when he starts doing the masturbating mangularies, it's kind of like, yeah, consciousness that how it fucking sounds for like the next 5 hours, chuck another one in later. This is my ultravigularian, like the typical transparent clutter fucking nut-hose just casually sort of like staring at your door, transparent clusters that aren't even there. It's a duckarangu megalary block of cheese on there. Figure, shit. Supposedly there was a meme that accumulated, went around in the black with whatever that is. I heard some fucking whack shit going on there. Is there a CD? Close that because the neighbour wanted sickle diapies or mongularies, got a fucking altered chrysalome on fucking fetus facularies. I did smell almost like I was almost going to check, smell something like, say like, however you might say, jug up in a way that, I don't know, I'm staying away from chocolate in other words, because I'm aware that it might be some kind of LSD or acid or some shit in chocolate generally, supposedly they would quite harassment for whatever he has some kind of technique that to itself so pretty much eliminated that gesture, this transparent fucking shit pissing you off while you're trying to eat food or cook something, and it's like, no, off you go. They might claim that they're being seriously harassed by sort of like, no, I'm going to relax. I can still do. So I'm going to switch the film. This is a CD. Get the right volume before he starts interjecting as about to change the volume on it. And it's kind of like, it's a bit tricky if you're kind of engaging. It might be a bit cheap still. Because I'm going to say, I listened to this last night, it was great. The second last track I like. I like the second last track. The last track, I think. It's turn it down. It's an album called Ritual, because I showed the cover on my Ritual. In this moment, I remember when I was a boy, I used to piss people off because I had this song in. I'm not going to repeat that because it's really embarrassing. Or small. Supposedly you do this shit when you're small and you think it's great. So I used to be taking the piss out of the old woman. I should say in a moment. And I used to have a song, was in a moment, I used to go around singing in the moment. like for as long as it took. It's not, but that used to piss people off, so they might have to think, we won't say in a moment, in case you start singing it in the moment. I think, I remember that. I'm gonna skip it. You have to skip it. I'm just gonna see what that second last track was, if that was the second last track or the last track. This isn't it. Like if I had some weird concept in mind, I'd buy some of the artists that I do or don't like this, and I'm saying something obnoxious, a concept in my mind, I might just do something like, sorry, I feel like a fruitcake idiot, and that's a bit rude. I'm not talking to nCROcSaeynxz, talking slanners, smells, surveillance, modulators. It's fairly fucking obvious. I think I don't have any right to say sorry if I have this kind of weird cooked fucking thing. It's like retrospectively refract that past area. If that all, I think I'm an idiot. Like I might be a bit frightened by it. I might have some context. It's like I would not say that out loud, but I'm going to say sorry anyway. In my mind, loud enough for surveillance modularities in the concept, supposedly the anticipation factor, that he's a half god, half devil. It's like I might think something obnoxious, like I'm kooking around a bit. Wonder what she means. Like it's artistic ambivalence to artistic ambivalence. I might think something kooky. Well, yeah. It's the way it is. Yeah. It's what it is. And if I actually verbalise that and went puffing really quiet in my mind, and I feel enough to apologise for without having, because I feel like an idiot, maybe apologising to myself, that's fucking pathetic in my head there. That's what I'm apologising for. That now it's resonating how pathetic that is, and what is it? It's that, and it's like for some reason all the nCROcSaeynxz got some other idea what I'm not saying sorry about. No. Like I feel bad if I had the album, there's one song, a little bit of it, it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I really like this song, and then it goes into something else, it's like, oh yeah, this is an alright song. I might feel like saying sorry, it's like, I feel like I'm thinking and judging that by what that wasn't. The Black Widow album was good. I like the Black Widow, but this was missing a version of the bonus track. It's on YouTube, the bonus track is Radiohead Creep. But that's alright, it'll be alright. Anyway. hearing this, guys? It's better that roots in this moment. It's good. It's wondering how to turn the bottle. Oh, that's it, yeah. I don't know if you can hear the... Thank you. Thanks you to Tobacco, Mary, Mr. Funky Guys. It's all like funny. So I personally might be obnoxious to say how funny I think some are that you likely wouldn't have much. Yeah. I think it's the funniest guy around, but apparently it's not him. Supposedly, if I would need to consider a few moments and say, sorry guys, he's the funniest guy I've ever met. If you're freaking out, with snow forming barrel balls and my friend, like I'm sorry because he's a funny guy, but not as funny as that. If you want, like, no, I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna light one of these up because I don't know why that's pointless. I said to the shopkeeper, it's like, I still got a whole tin. I've had a lot of this one, so I've got another half tin and another one. So I don't know if I got in trouble on my last video that people know. Well, it was fluffed up. It's like more than half full. The berries were. That's alright. It's better than going and picking up parts. It's the health department don't like the fact that I'm not going around and picking up parts. buckets off the street drying out, wet ones. What's this song? Is it a cover song? I didn't check last night. What? Lay your gun down. It's a lay your guns down. The reason why I said that was, this was funny, I said to the shopkeeper, it's like, which is a fact, I said it's like, I really enjoyed the last fortnight I got a couple of tins of the nutty cut, and I really like it. And it's like, I paused for a while, and it's like, one thing they might seem that I'm pausing on something, and it may or may not be polite, it's like, I found there's like 5 versions of the aroma of the nutty cut, and it's like, oh, maybe only 3, but sometimes I have one, and they have a really distinct, strong aroma or something, and there's what seems to be about 2.5, 3 different versions of it in the same batch, and then I was thinking, well, maybe it's a different pipe I'm using. It's occasionally have one, it's like, whoa, what's going on there? Finishes in those area. Can't remember what I did in this video, so I might just have it untitled recipe. Good peas pistone, goodwill and butter gesture. I'm gonna have a good night. I'm just wondering what happens when I switch this off. Have some tunes on. Just a few tunes. Thanks. It's great. Thanks in these moments. Like, I really enjoy this album too. Black Widow. It's kind of fun. It's a little bit. I feel like scared of myself. I'm a bit obnoxious about some styles. That obnoxious to go into a retrospective analysis and broadcast my retrospective analysis of what, when, or how, according to what, when, or how. It's so utterly rude in my mind. I was conscious that that is fucking rude, even though I'm not saying anything directly about it. But if it changes something about my behavioural way I'm feeling and bouncing stuff back, okay, not crash out, sleep. Yes, right.